Everyone loves a good old video game cheat code. Some say it's the easy way out, but cheat codes have been a staple of the video game industry for quite some time. Whether it's making a difficult boss battle more bearable, skipping a few levels, unlocking everything in the game, or simply being silly, every cheat code has a purpose. That's why we've compiled a list of video game cheats that you wish you had found earlier. Before we begin, make sure you click that subscribe button to keep up to date with all our amazing videos. You could even click the bell next to the subscribe button to become a part of our notification squad. Number 10. Half-Life Console Mode. Half-Life is considered one of the greatest PC games ever. It has a large world, great backstory, terrifying suspense, an army of characters, and an impressive array of weaponry that would make any gamer foam at the mouth. It has been one of Valve's most successful video games, which is saying a lot for the developer who has produced critically acclaimed games such as Counter-Strike and Portal. As good as Half-Life was, things could get really annoying at times. The puzzles, strong enemies, and sometimes difficult jumps you had to make could get very frustrating. Everyone loves a challenge, but people don't want to play a game that's slam your head against a wall challenging. The solution? Open up the console and be welcomed to a world of cheats. Simply typing in a variety of different codes could give you everything from ammo to a teleporting ability. The codes include typing quote-unquote no target to make you invisible and quote-unquote no clip to let you fly through walls. The game was such a hit, future games also incorporated console mode. Maybe if the unconfirmed Half-Life 3 ever gets released, it will allow you to dig into the console, but at this point, it feels like many gamers have given up on the game ever being released. Number 9. Tetris Warp Levels. Tetris is one of the most iconic video games of all time. Who knew a block stacking game would become so successful? So as most of you know already, the primary way to score points in Tetris is to clear lines through manipulating the pieces so they fill horizontal rows within the matrix. As the pieces fall, your goal is to maneuver the pieces so they line up evenly at the bottom of the matrix. Getting a lot of the same color will cause you to get points and make those pieces disappear, making it harder to get a game over. The first 10 levels or so of Tetris for the NES are not difficult at all, and since the game obviously doesn't have a save feature, it's quite annoying to have to go through all those 10 levels each time you play before things get challenging. Luckily, there is a solution. Simply select the level you want to play, hold A, and press start. Just like that, you'll now be playing at level 10. It's a very simple little cheat, but it's incredibly useful for all you Tetris players out there. Number 8. Metal Gear Solid Time Travel Kill. The Metal Gear franchise is extremely popular, and Metal Gear Solid 3 on the PS2 is no exception. It is considered to be one of the greatest video games of all time. Metal Gear Solid 3 has one of the most notoriously difficult boss battles in the history of the franchise. It's not too difficult to defeat the legendary sniper of the Cobra unit, known as the End once you find him. The problem is, he's very difficult to find in the vast Sacraveno forest. Players have to put their stealth and tracking skills to the test to find this ghillie suit-clad marksman. Even though the End looks like your typical video game old guy with his bald head and wizard-like beard, his ghillie suit and incredible sniping skills make up for it. It turns out this annoying boss can be defeated with a simple cheat. If players save the game, exit out, and advance their PS2's internal clock 1 week, and then reload the saved game, the End is found to be dead without firing a shot. How? Well, it turns out he actually dies of old age while waiting for you to take the fight to him. When you find the End, you will see his green ghillie suit has now turned to orange. Poor guy. Number 7. Assassin's Creed 3 Turkey Assassin. Assassin's Creed is one of Ubisoft's most successful video game franchises. Despite its ridiculously convoluted plot, it's a very fun game to play. The action sequences are incredible to watch. The atmosphere is always beautiful. Assassin's Creed 3 is no different from the rest in that regard. Throughout your journey, it can get a little lonely being an assassin. Sometimes you wish you could have a trusty companion to be with you through thick and thin. What if there was a cheat code to give you a partner in crime? Well, it turns out you can get another assassin to join your journey, but not just any assassin. A turkey assassin. Once you make it to sequence 6 or later in the game and return to Davenport Homestead, walk to the right-hand area of the building, hide around the back corner, and whistle to wake up this turkey. Then go up to said turkey and enter up, up, down, down, left, right, B, or circle, and A or X. It will outfit this turkey with a hilarious assassin's hood. This cheat may not be game-breaking or anything like that, but good on Ubisoft to sneak in some humor into the game. Plus, that is an adorable hood. Number 6. Doom God Mode. Doom was one of the breakthrough games in the genre of first-person shooters. It is one of the earliest first-person shooter games ever released and set the standard for the genre. The game was so popular, it spawned a number of sequels, including a very successful modern remake which launched last year. Nonetheless, the original could get really tough at times, but luckily there was a cheat to deal with its insane difficulty. If only it was this simple to solve all our problems. Players just had to access the console, enter quote-unquote ID DQD, and it unlocked God Mode. No, you didn't literally become the God of Doom and make big decisions which shape the Doom world into whatever you please. That's not quite what we mean by God Mode. We're thinking more of an immortal Greek god with awesome powers kind of thing. The cheat actually gives you unlimited ammo, weapons, and health. You could do whatever you want now and not have to worry about a thing. This cheat took any sort of challenge from the game, but it allowed everyone to release their inner Rambo and rampage through the game without a care in the world. It was totally worth it. Number 5. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas Flying Car. The Grand Theft Auto series is known for their wide array of cheats. There have been cheats to do pretty much anything you want in the Grand Theft Auto games. Want to fly around the city on a jetpack? There's a cheat for that. Want to be invincible? There's a cheat for that. So when you think of driving a flying car in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, you better believe there's a cheat for that as well. To activate, press square down, left 2, up, left 1, circle, up, X, and left while playing on the PS2. You should get a message to confirm the cheat has been entered correctly. Now you can drive, or pilot in this case, a car and fly it around like a plane. This will make traversing the world of Los Santos so much more convenient and fun. No longer do you have to worry about those pesky pedestrians, other cars, or the annoying cops. The funny thing about this cheat is you cannot exit the car until it comes to a complete stop. If you crash into a body of water, you won't be able to exit the car at all and will be forced to restart the game. Either way, it's worth it because you get to feel like one of the Jetsons. Number 4. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 Debug Mode. Sonic the Hedgehog, one of the most recognizable mascots in all of gaming. The 3 legendary 2D side-scrolling games for the Sega Genesis were loads of fun, which made you fall in love with the franchise and their colorful characters. Accessing cheats in these games is not obvious at all. There's no password section or any of that jazz. To access the cheats in Sonic the Hedgehog games, you had to go to the sound test menu. In Sonic the Hedgehog 2, if you went to the sound test menu, played tracks 19, 65, 9, and 17, returned to the title screen, pressed A and start, then played tracks 1, 9, 9, 2, 1, 2, and 4, you would unlock Debug Mode. Sounds really easy, doesn't it? Debug Mode essentially allows you to mess around with the game's code, throw items all over the place, run through walls, and even turn Sonic's sprite into an object in the game. Who wouldn't like to beat the game as an invincibility item box? Sonic 2 was the first game in the series to offer a debug mode. It even allowed you to access items in the game the developers took out at the last minute. This cheat feels more like God Mode than Doom ever did. Number 3. Guitar Hero. Unlock all songs. Guitar Hero is one of those video games both gamers and non-gamers will instantly recognize. Almost everyone at one point or another has shredded some riffs on Guitar Hero. It's one of the most recognizable music genre games, along with the arcade hit Dance Dance Revolution. It's one thing to stomp on tiles with your feet, but some would argue it's much more fun to play on a wannabe guitar instead. One of the most annoying features of Guitar Hero was the progression system. You weren't able to turn on the game and play any song you want. You had to unlock the rest of the songs through gameplay. That can be a bummer when you want to have a jam session with your friends. Luckily with this cheat code, you can unlock all songs instantly and forget about the progression system altogether. At the main menu, press yellow, orange, blue, blue, orange, yellow, and yellow in that order. This will unlock all the songs in the game. In fact, every Guitar Hero game has had a similar cheat, but it's a bit more complicated to input the cheat on the newer games. Number 2. The Konami Code. The Konami Code is one of the most recognizable cheats in the world of gaming. Some would even say it's the holy grail of cheat codes, but I don't think King Arthur would be interested in this one. If you've ever played classic Konami games on the NES, such as Gradius or Contra, then you know a little cheating helped out a lot. These games were so difficult that they were almost impossible to beat without some kind of trickery. Just enter the classic up, up, down, down, left, right, B, A, and hit start, and the cheat was activated, giving you more lives to complete the game with. This cheat code made some ridiculously tough games much more manageable. I'm sure you regret throwing all of those controllers at the TV screen now. If only you found this cheat code earlier. The Konami Code is one of those rare cheat codes which work across multiple titles. I guess we have to thank Konami for this stroke of genius. Today, the cheat is part of basic pop culture, being referenced in other video games like Assassin's Creed and Metal Gear Solid. It's safe to say the Konami Code has left its mark on the gaming world. Number 1. Super Mario Run. Unlock levels. Super Mario Run is a mobile game where you control Super Mario and, you guessed it, Run. While it has been downloaded millions of times for both Android and iOS, the game has generated some controversy because it's free to play, but requires $10 to unlock the full game. So essentially, the game is just a demo until you pay for the whole thing. That's not very considerate, Nintendo. It turns out a group of hackers have developed a free version of the game with every level unlocked, an unlimited amount of coins, and free toads. Whether this is too good to be true or simply just true is up for the gaming community to figure out. Here at To The Gamer, we don't advocate cheating or hacking. We're simply keeping you updated on all things gaming. The developers believe every game should be free, and design this APK hack to satisfy those who don't feel like dishing out $10 for a mobile game. To access the hack, simply go to swipefile.co on your Android device and download the APK file, and there you have it, all levels unlocked on Super Mario Run. We hope you've learned about some new video game cheats that you could try yourself sometime. Let us know of any cheat codes we may have missed down in the comments below. And while you're at it, check out some of our other videos on our playlist and subscribe to The Gamer. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time on The Gamer.